As Amazon's Jeff Bezos begins a historic trip into space. He's set to become the second billionaire to leave Earth through his company Blue Origin, aiming for an altitude of 66 miles. That is more than 10 miles higher than Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic launch that happened last week.
Yeah, the billionaire space race won, I guess technically by Richard Branson. He became the first person to ride into space aboard a rocket that he helped fund that beat Bezos by 9 days there. An 18-year-old from the Netherlands and an 82-year-old female aviation pioneer from Texas joining Bezos on board, and they are the youngest and oldest people to ever travel to space, and Bezos' brother also on board there. And this is going to be a quick trip, just about 11 minutes as they get just up into space this morning. And 3, 2, 1.
So this is happening live right now. You are seeing it be launched into space, or I guess Earth right now, but that is live. That is happening right now, people. You don't get better live TV than this.
So Brian Flores, you've been tracking this flight and all the details of it. This is quite a sight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is quite the sight, and I got to be quite frank here. I mean, I think all of us, our hearts are beating pretty quick here because we know that humans are on board this New Shepard space rocket from Blue Origin. I mean, let's not lose focus here. This is a local company talking about Blue Origin, based here in Kent. A local man, Jeff Bezos, if you will. So a lot is riding on this company. But as we take a look at New Shepard making its way up into space, you may be asking what exactly is happening here. So the New Shepard rocket, again, took off. It's expected to go up 66 miles above the Earth's surface. It's going to reach a point here called the Kármán line. Now, the Kármán line is an internationally recognized boundary between Earth and space. And once it reaches that point, that means the astronauts are going to come back down. It's going to go about 250,000 feet up, and then once it gets to that point, the rocket booster itself, the booster rocket, if you will, is going to separate, and then the crew cabin, which is on top of the booster rocket, is going to push it even further past into the limits of space, past that Kármán line. So what you're taking a look at here is this New Origin, New Shepard rocket making its way up into space right now. 4 astronauts on board. Now, what's interesting about this too, guys, is that the crew capsule itself has enough capacity to carry 6 passengers, but there are 4 people on board. Of course, Jeff Bezos, as we've been talking about, is on board, his brother Mark. But what a story for 82-year-old Wally Funk. She was a woman who was slated to be a part of the Mercury space program. This was a program back in the 1960s that was supposed to bring women into space. She was part of that program, but that program was canceled, so she was never able to go up into space. And this is a pretty cool view here of the New Shepard rocket, again making its way up into space. Overall, though, and again, also the 18-year-old Oliver Damon from the Netherlands is also on board as well. Interesting story there too is that his father paid an undisclosed amount of money for his son to be on board. There was another person expected to be on board as well. They paid up to $28 million, but couldn't go on this rocket because of some type of scheduling conflict. But again, 4 passengers on board right now. We're taking a look at New Shepard making its way up into space. We should be seeing the separation here momentarily. So again, what's going to happen is that the main booster rocket is going to separate. It's going to then land on a separate landing pad right next to the launch pad there in West Texas, and then the rocket, the capsule, is going to push it even further up into space. Again, this whole venture is going to take about 11 minutes. The astronauts are going to have about 3 to 4 minutes of weightlessness. They will be able to move about the cabin. The crew cabin itself, this is pretty amazing here because it is 10 times the volume that the earlier space rockets had from, when Alan Shepard went up in space. So, and there's tons of windows on there, so the views from there are going to be amazing. But again, we're taking a look at New Shepard making its way up into space. We'll keep you posted, I guess, from here on out. But pretty exciting venture here, guys.
No question about it. So just about 4 minutes into this 11-minute flight. So we're going to be monitoring that. And this is the first flight into space passengers will be taken up by Blue Origin. That is the plan moving forward here after this first crew of 4 hopefully makes it back here to Earth safely. So we are monitoring that.
I wonder how the guy who had a scheduling conflict, I hope it wasn't a dentist appointment, how he's feeling right now seeing this happen.
You pay $28 million to go into space and then something comes up? Seems a little fishy to me. I have no idea. Let's check.